interrupted my video now. Stop. L4DDarkVampRaven here, and I'm coming from a different angle again from the newer one because we've blinded off the light on the back, but it didn't work and it would just look like gamma radiation. This video probably you're about to see a murder in this video if he keeps doing that. Right, this is a kind of a mini late one, but it's going to be on the Raw review, a little bit of kind of the contract signed to the end of Raw this week just gone. I'm just going to date it quickly, or for the 15th of October 2012. So the contract signing between CM Punk, Ryback or John Cena, see who CM Punk faces at Hell in a Cell 2012 for the WWE title. He's going to face Ryback or John Cena. But CM Punk faced Vince McMahon last week when he punched the fan, and said, if you don't choose, I'll make it up for you. And so he still didn't decide. On this week's Raw, Vince basically comes out and goes, I'm going to choose for you. Worst Vince impression ever. And so we get to the contract signing at the end of Raw. Cena comes out. Does he say Vince again? Punk cuts another promo. Cena cuts a promo. And just basically sets the crowd completely behind Ryback and just shouts, feed me more. Ryback moves over, takes the pen, if you can hold the fucking pen, and just scribbles his name. So it's going to be Ryback versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship at Hell in a Cell 2012. What do I think of this, in my opinion? Stupid. Completely fucking stupid, and that's my opinion. This is all my opinion. I like Ryan Reeves, aka Skip Sheffield, aka Ryback. He's a good wrestler. No, nothing against him. A lot of people say he's not a good wrestler. Well, he is, you know. If he wasn't doing the whole Goldberg gimmick, you know. But I believe he is a good wrestler. But why do I think Ryback going in versus CM Punk Hell in a Cell is stupid for the WWE title? Well, for one, it's too soon. It's way too soon. They're doing exactly what they did with Sheamus, but except he was a heel. So Ryback has just got over with the fans. They don't chant Goldberg really anymore. A lot of people like him. He's now over there. For months and months and months, Ryback has been building momentum. Yes, he is technically a jobber crusher. He was at the start, but now he's been crushing normal superstars, which is fair enough. That's what most of WWE do. That's what Ray Barrett's been doing since he came back, and that's what Lord Tendar's doing ever since he went down the shitter. So Ryback's been building up, he's been building all this momentum, building it even more, to playing how strong he is to basically get somewhere. And the reason, we all realistically know that in a match, Ryback would crush CM Punk. I mean, look at the size of Ryback compared to Punk. And I'm not saying that Punk's not a good wrestler, he is, but it's more or less the lines of speaking of CM Punk, Big Show versus Rey Mysterio. You know the winner of that one. So realistically, Ryback would crush CM Punk. He would probably do it all in Triple H because he's a monster. He is a monster. The deal is most monster wrestlers do, not all the time, crush whatever wrestlers they are. I mean, definitely jobbers, mid-carders, or main eventers. Anyway, so we all know that Ryback would crush CM Punk. But because Punk is the WWE champion, because Punk is the main event, Punk is obviously going to win at Hell in a Cell 2012, which is obviously obvious, and he's going to kill Ryback's momentum. So it seems to me that this all build-up thing has been a waste. I think Ryback's gone into it far too early. He's been building up. He's finally over the fans, but yeah, well, I mean, he has to get beat sooner or later. I mean, Brodus Clay did. I mean, Damien Sandow. Yeah, I'm not saying that he's got to be undefeated like Goldberg. He will be beaten, but I think sticking him in the title spot of a WWE Championship match this soon is just stupid on WWE's behalf. I mean, yeah, a lot of people say, well, at least John Cena's not back in the title run. That might be true, but at least John Cena has had good matches with Punk. I can't exactly see CM Punk and Ryback having a fantastic match, if I'm being honest with you. I can't really see it being that good, especially even with the sell around it or not. So I think it's a stupid call by WWE. I mean, if you want to push, I read a report there wasn't going to be any more work between Punk and Ryback until later on in the year, December. I did November time, so I don't know whether that's true or not, but obviously they just decided to push Ryback to make him a main event, which is good. I don't mind him being a main eventer, but to go straight after the WWE title, he's getting a title shot even before Dolph Ziggler's getting one, and Dolph Ziggler's been working his arse off, and is the Money in the Bank champion. They've still not made him cash in, and Ryback's just coming along and just getting a title shot. I don't understand why. I really don't. I think it's going to kill Ryback's momentum. Punk's obviously going to win, and if Ryback wins, then that's just a whole different video altogether. I'm not even going to say how I feel towards that. but Punk's going to win, Ryback's momentum's going to be crushed, and it's going to seem pointless. Yeah, people will say that, yeah, but it's not, yeah, he's got to lose. Yeah, of course he's got to lose, but really like this? Has he really got to go in the WWE title match to lose? You know, can't he just lose against a 3-on-1 against a 3-man band and lose that way or something? You know, does it have to be that? Because Punk's a champion, Punk's going to make him look weak, and Ryback he's not weak, he's going to make him look pathetic. And that's exactly what I don't like. I was pissed off when Ryback signed that contract. I like Ryback. I like him, I do. A lot of people out there don't like him, but I like him. But when he signed that contract, I wasn't happy. I was not happy at all, because I knew exactly. I just thought it was going to be Cena, if I'm being honest, you know. I mean, it's just. Sorry, hang on 2 seconds. I did think it was going to be Cena, because it usually is Cena when it comes to the WWE title pictures. I mean, I don't know whether Cena's injury is legit or kayfabe or not. I've been told it is a fake injury so he can get time off. It still could be, because I just generally thought he was going to be going to Hell in the Cell for another good match, but they stuck Ryback. They stuck in Ryback. WWE have done a lot of silly things over the time, and is this going to be the month where they do a lot of silly things? You know, Ryback will probably get a rematch at Survivor Series, and he'll probably lose there as well, and it's just going to be a constant feud between Thingy, and I can't see Ryback winning the title. I suppose I can in some retro sense, but I also can't. But so I'm just reading what I usually write things down before I go on them, just so I don't forget them, or so I don't miss anything out. So I'm just reading through at the moment. But yeah, that is generally my opinion about Ryback going in. That he's building up all this momentum, gone up the ladder, and Punk's just going to kick him down, and he shouldn't do, because Ryback's a beast. I think it's too soon. I think it's way too soon. Because it's been building up for months and months to build him, and we all know Punk could crush Ryback. Ryback could crush Punk, sorry. But since Punk is champion, he will win, and boom, there goes Ryback's momentum. You know, the crowd will still be over him, of course, but then what's the point of Ryback just crushing all these jobbers and all these main carders just to face the WWE title and just to get shot, just to get momentum killed? He could have easily got momentum killed by anywhere, 3-on-1, by 5-on-1, by 10-on-1. You know, but not for the WWE title, because they're not going to make Punk look weak. They're going to bring him over as a strong heel, and I don't think the match is going to be good. And it's just too fast for him. It's just like, maybe we should have had, you know, and it'd be weird to say that if Ryback won the WWE title and went on to Royal Rumble 2012 to face The Rock. I mean, how awful would that be? How awful would that be, in my opinion? That would just be like what Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg was at WrestleMania 20. Awful match. I know they were both leaving the contract, and I know they made it awful, but still, it was the two greatest icons they wanted, and boom, it was crap. But when you take icons like John Cena and The Rock at WrestleMania last year, that was actually pretty good. It wasn't fantastic, but it was a great match. So, but to have Ryback versus The Rock would just be like, okay, WWE, you know, seriously, whatever the writers are smoking, please get them off. So. I'm not gonna like it really, unless they make it some sort of draw at Hell in a Cell maybe, so that way Ryback doesn't lose, but that way he doesn't win at the same time. But how can you have a draw in Hell in a Cell? You know, maybe there's no disqualification. You know, maybe they go up to the cell, which they wouldn't. Maybe said he didn't. They fell through both tables. They fell off onto a table, both incapacitated. You know, Punk's gonna have a plan. Punk said on Twitter he's gonna have another announcement. Punk's going to have a plan. He's going to get someone involved to help him defeat Ryback, or he's going to have some sort of plan and worm his way out of this. I mean, that's what he's going to do to heel, so that's what he's going to do. So, but I can't see the match being great, and this is pretty much what I'm going to say in my predictions video as well. I can't see the match is going to be that great. I think it's too soon for Ryback. He's had all this momentum build up, and he's just going straight into a match where he's going to look but weak. He's going to look absolutely weak. He's going to, even though he's the bigger man, but he's going to look like the smaller man after this match is done. You know, so like a little bit of interest in me. It's got an interest about Punk Ryback. You know, we could have some good. You know, we could knowing what Ryback's like. You know, and wanting to get, they could maybe have a good match. But it's not that. It's not going to be a good match. It's just there's no point proven. So say Punk wins and Ryback loses. What's the point behind it? You know, Ryback's not exactly been feuding with Punk. He's been intimidating him, yeah, but why does the title have to be on the line? Well, having the title doesn't prove anything, to be honest. If Ryback wins or Ryback loses, it could have just been a normal feud without the title, but because Punk is champion, You know, Ryback doesn't need the title, especially not at this rate. It's not right now in my eyes anyway. He's getting it way before people like Dolph Ziggler and Sandow and other people who are actually talented on the roster. I'm not saying that Ryan's not talented, but there are people that are talented who are working their arse off, especially Dolph Ziggler, who got Money in the Bank, which I was fantastically happy about. But he's still not cashed it in. I'm obviously looking for the right time for him to cash it in, and hopefully he will. They will do it. Like the crowd were behind Ziggler even winning the title. He will do it maybe before Sheamus loses the thing. You know, same with Wade Barrett. He's returned and he's not really going anywhere. He's just crushing jobbers, and he lost to Sheamus twice. I can't remember if he lost on Raw or not. I don't remember. He had a rematch with Raw, but again, Wade Barrett was supposed to be getting this shot. Why can't they just put him straight away into the title picture, or kill a few jobbers and make mid-carder and go straight in? He's going on about the Barrett barrage. Well, let's see the Barrett barrage. All he's been doing is crushing people, and he lost to Sheamus twice. So again, that doesn't put Barrett over. This is not a video about Barrett. So yeah, so that's what I think. The whole Raw was actually pretty good. Last week's Raw was okay with Vince coming back, and so was this one. But I don't know, I mean, would it be better if it was a triple threat? It would be a little bit more better, because at least Cena was in the picture. I mean, I'm not a giant fan of Cena. Most people who know me will know that I'm not a fan of Cena, but I'm holding my hands up to say he's had great matches with Punk. You've only got to watch the last pay-per-view, which I can't remember what it was called. Was it SummerSlam? Punk and Cena faced at SummerSlam this year? I think so. Anyway, or TLC, or one of them. Oh, I got them sober. I was so forgetful. And their match last year at Money in the Bank when Punk left the company was good. I think it was SummerSlam. I'm sure it was. I'll put it in the info when I found out I'm right. I'm sure Zach will end up correcting me anyway. So it doesn't really matter. So anyway, but they've had good matches this year, and they had a good match last year. So why not put them in Hell in the Cell? You know, I mean, it was Punk, Cell, and Del Rio. Punk, Del Rio, and Cena in Hell in the Cell last year. I think it was last year. Yeah, last year, and so that was a freeway. So I'm surprised this one was fair. It's weird how WWE approaching this. It's a little bit stupid in my opinion how WWE approaching this. It could be interesting to see what comes of the situation, what's going to happen on Raw now. Punk's obviously going to try and worm his way out, but I'm not behind this. I think it's a silly idea, and like I don't honestly know what's going to go down. It could turn into a triple threat, but I doubt it. The way Cena was talking on Raw, it seems like he wants to basically step back and feed me Punk, go forward. So yeah, I had to get that off my chest. I've told this to a few other people, and they do agree, but there are people out there obviously not going to agree. I mean, I am a Ryback fan. I'm not a Ryback hater. So I support Ryback. You know, if I had the money, I would probably buy a Ryback T-shirt, to be honest. You know, but after WWE shops changed, but I don't think him going in this deep. It's like when you learn to swim. You know, when you're learning to swim when you're a toddler, you always go from the shallow to the deep end. Well, this is just basically taking your kid and lobbing him straight in the deep end. You know, he's had those first few swims, and you pick him up and you lob him straight in to the deep end. You know, so. So, was that really necessary? Well, is it really necessary for Ryback to face Punk for WWE title now? My eyes, no, it's not. But we'll see how it is.